Hi guys, hope you're doing well. So the entire intro video that you saw was entirely shot and edited on this very affordable smartphone. So this smartphone comes around 7,000 rupees, which is roughly around $100. So this video is basically not about this phone only. So this is the Redmi 8A Dual, and this is a pretty old phone. And we are now even getting the Redmi 9A, which is soon set to go on sale on Amazon. Well, this video is basically about like if you decide to go for a very affordable smartphone, maybe you just want a secondary phone, or maybe you just want a temporary phone to hold on until your actual phone gets released, or maybe you are shooting videos at home and maybe you just want a secondary camera that does not require a lot, just a secondary angle, or probably you just want to go for a very affordable smartphone as of now. So what do you get and what do you miss if you go for a very affordable smartphone? And as you've seen, actually recorded and edited on this smartphone, which you might not expect, because we can't really expect that much of a performance from this phone, yet it was able to deliver a good edited video. Maybe not in 4K, but at least in 1080p. So this video will actually help you in deciding, like right from starting from the affordable smartphones, as you go from the price range. So what things you start achieving and what things keep on improving as you go ahead in the price range. So without wasting any further time, let's get started. Let's first see what you get even if you decide to go for a budget and go for an affordable smartphone. So first of all, the design is cheap plastic, but it has a good texture to it. And many smartphones in this price range do come with that gradient finish, which does feel a little cheap and plasticky, and it is plastic. But the thing is that it is not bad for the price, and to be honest, this size actually feels very comfortable. And nowadays, even in the lower price range, you get bigger screen phones too, bigger size phones too. So there isn't much of a compromise there. Now next thing is the headphone jack. Yes, if you're still holding on to that 3.5mm headphones that you have, and if you have an external microphone which you might use for logging and stuff, so that you can connect to this 3.5mm headphone jack. Next thing is USB-C type charging. Gone are the days of micro USB port. Now this phone also has the USB Type-C. So this is actually pretty amazing, and I actually charge this phone with my Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra's charger because it's the same port now. It also supports fast charging, which is really great for this price. Like 18 watts fast charging it supports. And although this phone comes with a lot of compromises, which we'll come to in a bit, it does take a lead in the battery life, because as the company claims that this phone lasts about 2 days, and I can vouch for it, it does last for 2 days. And even the standby time is great. Like at night, it drops by about 10%, which is not that impressive. But still, yeah, you can easily go through 2 days with this phone. So guys, many phones at this price range, and even if you go a little higher than this, like 10,000, 15,000, they are coming with the USB Type-C and also with the fast charging enabled. So this is a really great step up. Another thing is, wow, this phone has dedicated dual SIM slot and also micro SD slot dedicated. It's not a hybrid solution. Even ultra flagship phones like my Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra have that hybrid solution. You can even use that capacitive pen and take down notes and draw stuff on this phone. The speakers also get pretty loud, if not the loudest. Let's have a sound, not look. Now let's take a look at what you miss. So the biggest thing I can say is the screen. Coming from an OLED Quad HD 120Hz panel, I really see the exact difference that is there in the screen. It is a cheap LCD panel. It's also 720p, and you can actually notice the pixels if you pixel peep. So the PPI isn't that much. However, if you're not comparing directly, I don't think you would notice it that much, because once I started to use this phone like continuously, difference that was there, that started to fade out. The next bad thing is that these phones come with a lot of bloatware, and a lot of these apps you can't even uninstall. Now the other section where these affordable smartphones lag is the camera. Well, the camera isn't bad, but yeah, the lens isn't that great, so it does not perform well in low light. And indoors, I mean, I don't even have any confidence taking photos with this phone. Like for example, if I go further in the mid-range section which have great sensors which let in a lot of light, or even in the premium section where they have good post-processing algorithms, I can really feel confident that even in indoor conditions or even in the low light scenarios, I can just take out my camera and shoot photos, or even use a night mode to say. There is no night mode, there is no 4K, and also there is no stabilization. The other thing that you would miss are the extra fancy features, which at this price you might not even expect, but still features like wireless charging, reverse wireless charging, high refresh rate. Although yes, you do get the high refresh rate with Realme phones in like around 11 to 15,000 as well, but those are even LCD screens, they are not OLED screens. And even though the companies claim that these are splash proof, but there is no water resistance. Yeah, these two seem sturdy to me, and a few splashes might not make any damage, but still, yeah, water resistance is an underrated feature that I think should be there in most smartphones, at least. Yeah, not in this price range at least, okay, but going further, like at least after 15,000, water resistance should be there. Now the other test that I did was I rendered a around 4-minute video, 1080p video, and it took about 5 minutes. So there's not a huge difference from even my S20 Ultra. It might be due to that Exynos processor, but yeah, it's still a powerful processor. And still, there is not much of a noticeable difference. Yeah, there is a difference, of course. But guys, one thing is that even though this processor is performing well as of now, it might not perform well in a couple of months going down the line. This is an area where powerful and latest chips like the Snapdragon 865 Apple processors, they really perform well going down the line. iPhones last for years and still perform the same. So guys, if by any means you just need to purchase, like for all the reasons that I mentioned, if you want a secondary camera, or if you want something to just have an extra secondary phone, should you prefer a 7,000 or 10,000 phone, or should you expand your budget and go for a 15,000 or at least 20,000 phone? While going for actually purchasing and testing this phone out, I saw the difference with other phones as well, that were under the 15,000 price range. And there were a lot of things missing, like 4K recording. Like if I'm spending that much and still getting only 1080p recording, then why not go for a lower budget phone? Yeah, the sensor might be better than this phone, so these subtle differences are there. But when it comes to performing day-to-day tasks, you might not notice that much of a difference. But yeah, if you use phones for a longer period of time, then do prefer spending more on a mid-range phone or even a premium flagship phone, because they will last you longer. But yeah, keeping aside all the build factors like the glass back and stuff, these are vulnerable and prone to damage, but when it comes to performance, they will perform longer. So that's it guys, hope you like this video. Do let me know in the comment section if you have any suggestions or thoughts, and subscribe to my channel for more such videos. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.